The CIA made the 1954 Animal Farm movie as Cold War propaganda. You've probably seen the trailer for the new Animal Farm movie coming out, directed by Andy Serkis and starring Seth Rogen. Many people online have roundly criticized the trailer, saying how it greatly deviates from George Orwell's work, but it's not the first time someone's done this. Animal Farm is a novella by George Orwell. It is an allegory for the 1917 Russian Revolution, in which you have these animals as stand-ins for prominent Russian figures who are tired of being oppressed by their human masters, so they rise up in revolt and try to implement a better system in which all animals are treated equally. However, the pigs hijack this movement and basically become humans themselves, with the novella ending with all animals are equal, but some are more equal than others. It is a scathing critique of totalitarianism and how any movement, even one based on positive ideals, can be co-opted by bad actors so that the system you wind up with is just as bad, if not worse, than what you had before. In the 1950s, the United States was in the midst of a Cold War with the Soviet Union, and the CIA wanted to put out some propaganda to spread more anti-communist sentiment. They looked at animal farms, thought, hey, this is critiquing Russian communism. Let's make that. Following George Orwell's death in 1950, undercover agents for the CIA's Office of Policy Coordination bought the rights to adapt Animal Farm from Orwell's Widow. They hired a UK-based animation company to make it because they were worried using an animation company would make it seem more like American propaganda. This was also the height of McCarthyism, where everyone in the government thought people in Hollywood were all just communists, and word would freak out anyway the CIA was making Animal Farm as propaganda. And the CIA changed various elements of the story to make it more explicitly anti-communist. So, for example, the book has the character of Snowball the Pig, who is a stand-in for Leon Trotsky. In the book, Snowball is intelligent, progressive, and idealistic, and is ultimately exiled. But in the movie, Snowball is much more of a fanatic. But arguably, the biggest change is in the ending. Animal Farm, the book, ends with the pigs palling around with humans. They are now walking on two legs, dressing up as clothes, and playing poker with the humans. They are indistinguishable from the people, and that's when we get the all animals are equal, but some are more equal than others. It's an ambiguous, pessimistic ending, as many of the animals are now still trapped. However, the movie ends with the animals staging a second revolt against the pigs, overthrowing their new oppressors. This is a clear call to action from the CIA for anyone living under communist rule to overthrow the communists. So when you watched Animal Farm in your high school English class because your teacher was probably hungover, you were actually watching CIA propaganda.